You really just can't beat it. Holy cow. Goes down. And then you go back there. Couldn't quite get the old 45 picked up. I think it was closer than last time, and I was really tired going into that lift, so I think it'll happen eventually. It might, I don't know. I'm not gonna deadlift. I'm not gonna deadlift while I'm not bulking, so like, just this, like, while I'm bulking is the only time I'm gonna deadlift, and it's still not gonna be every time. The 315 set felt good. Like last time I deadlifted, the 365 set for 5 actually felt really good. This time it just was too much and it didn't feel great. But 315 felt good. But I think if I just keep progressing on deadlift, I'll get 4 plates eventually. But yeah, the days are winding down for one, for me to go back to college, but 2, for this gym to get shut down. But I'll find another spot. Gains can be made anywhere, really. So it's nothing that's gonna set us back. But it's like everything, me starting this whole channel started there, but also me just starting lifting 3 years ago or so, over 3 years ago. Started in that gym. So it stinks, but I'm really enjoying this making these videos, and like I'm getting more subscribers every day, and the views have went down, but I mean, like, it's like it feels good, but like also I just really like making these. Now, like, obviously it's after I film it and then I get home and editing these sucks, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, and I might switch some things up where my videos are more spread out, like maybe every other day or something, so I can put more effort into putting out good quality. Because that's really my goal, is to not just pump out a bunch of videos, but actually have them like not high quality necessarily, but like, I don't know how I'm trying to describe this, but I want them to not just be forced and published and just thrown out there like just for the sake of making a video. I want the videos to mean something, all of them, even though there's going to be a lot. I want them to mean something. I want you to get something out of them, because that's the whole goal for this. Is, I mean, one, I just like creating them. I enjoy making these videos, but also I want you guys to be impacted in some way by the videos. So that's always needs to be number one. keep myself in check to keep that number one while I'm doing this, to have good intentions with the videos. I mean, if I'm always chasing numbers, it's never going to get where I want it to, and I'm never going to actually be fulfilled by the videos, and I'm never going to accomplish what my starting goal is. And ultimately, I'd say that starting goal, like, I want to impact people, but I'd say a concrete goal for this is to just get more people encouraged to go to the gym and to be comfortable in the gym and to know what you're doing in there. And so any way I can educate and then also entertain while I'm doing that. So any way I can be any educational in any way, or encouraging in any way, or motivational maybe, but also entertaining, that's what I'm going to shoot for. That's the goal for these. I also see myself, I've noticed the more that I've been creating things, and like with these videos or even just things in school, the less I'm consuming, which is great. Always, like, you want your output to always be greater than your input between you and the universe, you know. A big problem with nowadays, we just are hyper consumers, and everyone's just consume, intaking all they can and never giving back anything, and it's just creating dead humans that are living, like humans that aren't really doing anything productive. They're not creating, and we're meant to be creative. I mean, we're meant to have connections, and we're meant to be creative, and being a ultra consumer, as the majority of humans are, especially in America, maybe. Jeez. Bright light the crap out of me. But yeah, the less we're consuming, or at least if our consume to creation rate or output ratio is positive, then I think, I mean, everything would work better. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I feel better when I do it, whenever I'm putting out more than I'm bringing in. And what you take in is what you're gonna put out. That goes with lifting in the gym. The work that you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. You're gonna see it. It's very visual, you can notice. And what the food that you put in your body is what you're going to get out of it. You can visually see that, and you can feel that. So those are two things that are very measurable, and they can be like quantitative too, with your weight and the weight that you're moving. But the same thing goes for the videos you watch, the articles you read, or books you read, or headlines you read, and the words you hear from people, from your friends, from your family. The things that are going into your body is what's going to come out of it. So, I mean, if you're just listening, if you're around people that in a non-joking way, they're just ragging on you all the time and, you know, kind of talking down on you, that's the thoughts that your mind is going to produce about yourself. So what you're putting in your body, whether you are doing it intentionally or not, or whether somebody's doing it to you, that's what you're going to get out of it. So maybe remove yourself from that. And also, to go along with that, wherever people are not like in an unhealthy way, but they're encouraging you, maybe they're not bragging on you all the time, because that can also be unhealthy, and you can get a big head from that. But if they're encouraging you and they're letting you know you're doing a good job when you are, be around those people more, and then they will build you up, and then that will create a good image of yourself in your head, and then that could change what you put out, which could be building them up. And then that's the whole idea of, you know, what you consume is what you get out, and you're putting out greater than what you're bringing in. and it just builds up the environment around you, and ultimately you and your environment's better because of that. I'm going on another rant, but you know, what do I know? I'm 20 years old. I haven't even graduated college yet. What's a person like me know? So take my words for what it's worth. I still got a lot of learning to do, but I can also, I'm able to see a lot from what I've seen in my years. 2 decades is quite some time. I mean, obviously, the first decade, from 0 to 10, it's like, you're learning a lot, but you're not really retaining much of it. And wisdom isn't really built from that. But, I mean, you can look back on that and analyze yourself during those years and gain wisdom from that. But, I mean, I got a lot of time to see a lot of things, to learn a lot more. But that's my 2 cents on things of that matter. And take what you want from it. But all I know is for certain I have an armed day tomorrow. And we are going to destroy them because I don't know why. I guess I hit arms. Well, I talked about how I was going to do arms differently with more volume and more time between sets. I think it's working because my arms, like my triceps were too sore to hit them today, and my biceps were too sore yesterday to hit them for chest. So I guess maybe what we're doing is working a little bit. I don't know, and maybe maybe my recovery just sucks, and that's why they're sore. But time will tell. But we're gonna destroy arms tomorrow. I'm excited for that. Probably less shoulder focused. Maybe some like side delt stuff, like lateral raises, but it's gonna be, I can definitely foresee some intense tricep push downs, some rope push downs, some overhead extensions. I can see that in the future. I can also foresee some heavy dumbbell curls, maybe. I mean, that feels good there. That sounds good right now. It might. Dumbbell curls are so wishy-washy. Like, it just depends on the day whether they feel good or not. Sometimes I feel like it's an extreme feeling. So it's either extremely great feeling or extremely terrible. It's never just mediocre, but definitely some dumbbell stuff, some cable stuff for biceps, and then I don't know, we could scratch all this and just do something different tomorrow. That's very plausible as well. But either way, I'll see you guys for that tomorrow. I appreciate you watching, appreciate you being here. Thanks for all your feedback that you're continuing to give, and make sure to give a little bit more than you're taking.